Hello to all of my cherry bombs. It is me, Sherry, and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be a part 2 to my nail tech pet peeves video. But this is going to be crazy client stories part 2, okay? This is literally, if you all have watched my crazy client stories from my last salon, a lot of y'all got a kick out of it because people are crazy as hell. And I've met some more crazy since then. So if you all are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please turn on your notifications because I'm very sporadic with how I post. And if you don't have them on, you will miss me. Give this video a thumbs up so that more people can find my content. All my social medias are linked down below. I'm very active on them, so add me. And let's get right into this, you guys. So, whew. Where do I even begin? This client was crazy. So at my new shop, okay, I will say it was just actually crazy because I was thinking that coming to New York it would be so different. I figured down south, because down south women are crazy about their nails. We'll get cussed out, fussed out, everything under the sun. They be pouting, tripping, doing everything just extra. Like, I don't know if I just feel like, I don't know, maybe this is just me. Y'all can tell me if you feel like I'm right or wrong. I feel like from what I've seen, the South is more hip when it comes to things cosmetic. Like when it comes to, except for like fillers and stuff like that. I feel like the South is more hip when it comes to things cosmetic. When it comes to hair, makeup, nails, like just lashes, like I feel like the South is more hip. That's not to say that New Yorkers are less into it, but when it comes to like the styles and stuff, I just feel like I see harder stuff coming out of the South. And I also, from working down South, the clientele was a lot more picky, a lot harder to work with, a lot less lenient, a lot less patient. And yeah, it was just, baby, they will eat you the hell up. They will eat you up, okay? And up here, from what I've experienced, I don't feel like New Yorkers just aren't as, like, New Yorkers get a rep for being like very like, oh, like they're so mean, they're so this, they're so that. First off, I would like to say I don't feel like New Yorkers are mean. I feel like they're blunt. I have not personally met a mean New Yorker yet. I just feel like they just don't sugarcoat shit. Like the way that down south we like to smile and all that little extra shit. They don't like to do all that. So it's just very cut and dry, but it's not mean. But what I can say, I feel like from my experience doing nails up here, they're more patient, more lenient, and more like, I don't know, like they're just so much more chill. I will say I feel like that is partly because the shop I work at is just like the quality of service we provide and the atmosphere that we set and everything like that is, or no, let me not even say that, because my last shop, the quality of service was phenomenal. So I honestly, you guys, I don't know, like the atmosphere in my new shop is just, we have a lot of chill clients. Like we do not have a lot of clients that come in there acting crazy or anything. Like I have not experienced a lot of crazy, you know, or mean or rude clients or anything in my new shop. But there have been 2 exceptions to that, let me tell you, okay? The first exception to people being chill as hell in my new shop, okay? Clientele A1, love you guys, y'all are awesome. Clientele from my old shop was awesome too, but again, down south, they will eat you alive and they would try it. But we had one girl who came up here, okay, you guys, oh my god. She comes up here, this was like maybe, I think I had maybe been working at the shop for maybe 2.5, 3 months at this point. The girl was like, honestly, from what she looked like, maybe Hispanic or some type of, nah, she was definitely some type of Hispanic. I say this because this will matter in the story later. So she comes in and we have a nail tech that's Asian. Mind you, we're black owned, but we got diversity up in there. Okay, so it's me in there, there's a Hispanic girl that works in there, there's an Asian girl that works in there, there's another black girl that works in there, and our owner is also black. We got a little bit of everybody in there, and I love it. I love to see that diversity. But anyway, so the Asian nail tech is, I'm gonna name her Y'all, I'm trying so hard to stop naming people stupid shit. Flower. I'm gonna name her Flower. I feel like that fits her anyway because she's so sweet, she's so nice. So I'm gonna name her Flower. So the girl, this evil client little bitch, goes and she is Flower's client, okay? So I'm doing something in the front because when you come into our salon, it's a front piece of the salon where you get like your manicures and whatnot done, manicures, acrylics, all that stuff done in the front. Then there's a back piece of the salon where the pedicure stations are. So Flower takes her client to the back, and I think I had a pedicure in the back at first too, but I finished before Flower finished. So me and her were side by side doing these pedicures, so I could kind of hear the interactions between Flower and her client, but I was done before Flower, so I wasn't back there the whole time. So I ended up, you know, I finished my client, take my client back to the front. So before I take my client back to the front though, as I'm kind of just listening to their interactions, just out of my peripheral, I'm seeing Flower's client's face, and she just doing a whole bunch of just like stank facing Flower and just a whole bunch of extra shit. Mind you, this is gonna make sense in the story too. Flower's English is not good. However, that does not mean you're gonna treat her like fucking shit because you got me fucked up, because she's the sweetest freaking girl ever. And to me, I hate when people try to treat people like shit because they don't know English in America, because I feel like the nerve of Americans knowing only one language most of the time to try to rag on somebody else for not really knowing the best English when they had the balls to come to a whole nother country that they're not fucking from and get it out the mud and learn a whole nother language and have the balls to practice with native speakers. That takes a lot of fucking guts. That takes a lot of fucking guts, because I would be terrified to do it. I don't think I would just up and move to a country where I didn't know the language at all and just do it, like, you know. So it just, I don't know, it pisses me off when people give people a hard time because they don't know, because their English isn't the best, and when English isn't their first language and they're learning, you know. Especially because a lot of the people that are talking shit or that are giving them hell only know one fucking language, you basic bitch. Okay, let's start there. I'm a basic bitch too. I only know one fucking language. So you would never hear me come out of my mouth to somebody who is working on their third or, you know, their second or third language, or maybe even more, to try to shame them when I only know fucking one. And that's half of you all's problems. In other countries, it's literally like the bare minimum to know like 3 or 4 languages, and they speak mad languages. And us in America, we want everybody to accommodate to us. Girl, if anything, you should be embarrassed you only know fucking one bitch, so shut the fuck up. This girl probably knew too, because she was, you know, I'm gonna say it's safe to assume she probably speaks Spanish as well as English. But anyway, so she was just being a bitch to Flower, and there was a language gap, and so Flower couldn't defend herself because she doesn't really understand what's happening. She's trying her best to accommodate and please the client, but there's also a language barrier, okay? So the client's just stank facing her and shit, and just being really difficult, or just like huffing and puffing, just doing what irritable clients start to do when they're trying to go out of their way to be theatrical as fuck about the fact they're irritated. Y'all get on my nerves. Those are my least favorite type of clients. Just say what you need to say. All the theatrics, the extra shit, don't nobody have time for that. Don't nobody need all that. So she was doing that, but it was like subtle at first, but I caught it because I just be peeping. So I take my client to the front. Mind you, the whole time that girl's doing that, Flower is just, do you like it? This is what we're gonna do next, whatever. Just, you know, explaining what she can, okay? So me and my client are done with our pedicure. I'm now in the front doing my client's nails. okay? I hear out of the back this girl going off the client. I'm gonna name the client Stank, okay? Because that's what the fuck she was, stank as hell. I hear Stank going off in the back, and she's like, I can't remember if it was the other nail tech that had come up to kind of assess what was going on, or if it was the owner. No, it couldn't have been it wasn't the owner, because up until a certain point she had a client herself. She was doing a facial, so she was in the back. So one of the other nail techs is kind of catching the drift that Flower is struggling a little bit and this client's being very difficult. And the client is going off to the nail tech talking about some, I just need somebody else to do my nails, somebody who knows what they're doing, because she just doesn't know what she's doing. It it's just clear and apparent to me that she just doesn't understand this and and just belittling and talking down to Flower, and just being just nasty, bro. Like being nasty and rude and condescending and just talking down on her so hard. And again, there's a language barrier, so Flower only understands so much, but you understand every language when somebody's talking shit about you, whether you actually understand what it is they're saying or not. So this girl is going off, she's talking mad shit, basically to Flower's face, but to the other tech. So at this point I'm triggered, because one thing I don't fucking like is a bully ass bitch, because you're not gonna bully me, bitch. I hate people that pick on people that they know won't say anything back or can't defend themselves. So I hear this from the front. I said, oh, we got a bully. Okay, so mind you, I had a client in my chair, and my client is hearing this too. My client's just like, wow, like that girl is so nasty. Like, oh my gosh, like my client is uncomfortable because that girl is being so nasty in the back. She's being loud and just disrespectful. So I said, you know what? I said, can you give me a minute? Just 1 second, I'm gonna be right back. I go to the back, cause again, bitch, bully who? Bully where? What's up? I don't like that. You not finna be picking on my coworker and trying to do all this extra shit to my coworker, bitch. You got the right motherfucking one. Okay, the 1, the 2, and the 3. What's up? So I go to the back. I walk up, mind you, the way that I walked up was like, normally I would have just walked up on some chill shit, but I walked up on some like, bitch, I want all the smoke, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. It wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't aggressive to the point where it was rude, but it was aggressive to the point where it was like, I mean business, and I know you know. So I walk up, and Flower is sitting down in the pedicure chair, like the chair that we use to work on people, and the girl is above her in the pedicure chair that the clients sit in to get their service done. I said, what's going on? What's the issue? Real calm. This girl, oh, well, she just basically just nasty. She's incompetent. She doesn't know what she's doing. I said, pause. I said, what you're not gonna do and what you don't need to continue to do is keep talking to my coworker crazy, because that's unnecessary. So without talking to her crazy, what can we do to fix the issue? Because you don't need to sit here and talk to her like that. Y'all, when I said she was taken aback, yeah, bitch. Because I hear you over here talking cash shit to my coworker because she doesn't understand some of what you're saying, and partly because you know that she's very sweet and you thought you was finna bulldoze right over her. Well, bitch, what's up? Oh, y'all, when I say I hate a bully, yo, I used to get bullied when I was younger. I do not like bully bitches. I don't like that shit. So I said that to her. She's like, oh, well, tone completely changed. Well, I mean, I just don't like this, or I just don't like that. No. Okay, cool. So what can we do to fix it? Mind you, I'm looking at the work. Flower did not do a bad job at all. It did not look bad. I think honestly, to God, y'all, and other people around it was peeping too. I feel like the girl did not like Flower because Flower was Asian, and she was feeling some type of way that she had an Asian nail tech, especially because of what's going on right now as far as the pandemic, and people be using that as an excuse to be fucking racist. I don't like that. So her tone changed her. She's explaining what she wants fixed, which bitch, you don't want shit fixed because it looks fine. But she's basically like she wants her nails repainted. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, Flower, you know what? I got this. I'll repaint her nails for her. So I sat down in the chair and first I let my client know what was going on. I said, hey, I'm about to paint a client's nails right quick. I'm about to paint her toes. I'll be right back up here with you. My client was cool with it. She already, like I said, she already peeped what was going on and she wasn't in a rush. As long as I communicated that with her, she was fine. So I go back there. I'm painting her nails. She not popping no shit. So I get done with her nails. Her nail polish is painted. It looks nice. Everybody like, oh, okay, you know, it looks good. Whatever. She like, oh yeah, it looks good. Whatever. This bitch gets up out the chair. Y'all. She gets up out the chair and by now I am back in the front with my client. I'm working on my client again. This girl's energy was nasty. So I'm back with my client again or whatever. So Stank comes up to the front. It's time for her to pay. Y'all. She like, well, I don't think I should pay for this because I don't like my nails. So I hear her say this after she just said that the polish and everything looked fine. I hear her say this and my desk is right by the front door. It's by where people gotta cash out everything. So I'm peeping. I'm in the know, boo. I look up for my client. I said, what don't you like about your nails? She looks back. Little scary bitch. She looked back. She's like, well, I mean, it's not you. It's not how they're painted. I mean, you painted them fine, but it's just and she's referencing flowers. So she's like, she just messed them up so much before you even got back there, and like the shape of them, they're ugly. I don't like them. And I mean, it's to the point where, what did she say? She said something like, it's to the point where like even with them painted, it just I just don't like how they look. She just don't want to pay. She up there and the girl cashing her out is like, well, what would you like us to do about that? Because the service has already been completed. So, you know, like, you know, she's kind of like, what do you want us to do about it? And the girl's like, well, I just don't think I should pay for this. I don't like them. I said, so I look up again for my client and I said, well, we can take the polish off for you. If you would like to leave with, you know, if you would like your money back. Because the girl was like, I want my money back. I want my money back. Oh yeah, no, that's what it was. Because she had already paid. She had already paid. And then she came back and was complaining and was like, she want her money back, okay? So I said, we can take the polish off for you. She's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't feel like going back there again, like to the back where we would have to do it. She capping, big shit. Bitch, you want a free service. You're trying to find excuses to not get this polish taken off your fucking toes because you want the shit done for free. You broke ass bitch. I know finesse when I see finesse because I'm a motherfucking finesser. You can't fucking finesse a finesser. Okay, bitch? One thing you're not gonna do is get one up on me, baby, because I'm already peeping. I already peeped when you first started doing your little when Flower was still working with your ass, with your dusty ass. I already peeped, okay? She starts talking about how she don't want to go back to the back and get the polish removed because she just don't feel like sitting back there again. That's literally what she said. She said, I don't feel like sitting back there again. I don't want to go back there again. And so I said, well, the service has already, mind you, at this point, this is none of my business, but I'm making it my fucking business because this bitch got me fucked up at this point because you got my coworkers fucked up. So what's up? You trying them and now I'm about to try you. Okay, I don't like that. So I'm like, well, if that's the case, I said, well, since the service has already been completed, you can either get the nail polish removed and get your money back, or you won't be offered a refund because the service has already been completed. Your nail's already done. Somebody has to get paid. So she's like trying to come up with excuses, whatever. And she's like, well, I just don't feel like going back there. So by this time, the owner's son was in the shop that day too. So he's trying to calm her down. He's trying to compensate for her too. So he too was like, well, he said it so nice. He was like, well, we could take the polish off and issue you a refund so that way you have your money back. And the girl is trying to go off on him, whatever. So she's just not trying to go for none of it. So she comes up, so she's in the front, she's going off, and by this time I said, I'm talking loud too, I don't give a fuck. I said, ooh, her energy is nasty. It's real nasty. Oh God, her energy is nasty. Somebody, I said, I said, well, the service already been done. Get her out of here. Mind y'all, I should have saw this, but I'm like, get her out of here. Her energy is nasty. Get her her refund. Take the polish off. Get her a refund so she can go. I'm being loud. I was like, ugh. The energy was just all fucked up. All kinds of fucked up. Okay, I should have burnt some sage before I started telling this motherfucking janky ass story for this janky ass bitch. So, so she's going off on the son at this point. I can't remember how the focus switched from the girl that was trying to help her to the son. But during the midst of all this, the owner comes up. Now, the owner has been in a facial this entire time. The facials take about an hour. So the owner has been in a facial. So the owner comes up and she came up to grab something. She didn't know what was going on because she's been working with a whole nother client in a room, you know? So she comes up to grab something. I can't remember what it was. But when she comes up to grab something, the girl is like, ugh. She looks her up and down. She's like, you're not gonna speak to me? Aren't you the owner here? And the owner, I'm gonna call her Miss D. Okay, everybody in Harlem loves Miss D. She mad cool, and she just, her face card good all over the block, all over Harlem. Her face card is good. People love her. Okay, Miss D turns around and y'all, she is confused because she's like, yo, like, wait, what is going on? Like, she's, you know, she came up there, she didn't come up there like on no crazy shit. She came up there to grab something. All of a sudden this girl's going off on her. She going off on her in front of her son. So her son, of course, is like, hold on. So the son is like, oh, basically, like, he doesn't say, oh, you have me fucked up, because he's being very professional, but in the most professional manner. The energy is, you got me fucked up. Like, you're not about to talk my mom crazy, okay? He's like, yo, like, all this extra, like, the attitude of that's not necessary, whatever. Because the girl was like, literally, like, tries to go in on Miss D, and Miss D turns around. She said, oh, hold on. Because one thing you're not finna do is talk to her crazy. She's a fellow Sagittarius. And bitch, we be waiting for y'all at the door, okay? Literally, even when we not ready, we ready. So she turns around, she's like, well, hold up. She pauses the girl. She says, I don't even know what's going on right now. So the way that you like coming at me right now is crazy. The girl is like, oh, you really not gonna speak to me and you're the owner here? And then she starts going on this whole spiel about how I was trying to support a black owned business, and this is how y'all come in and do me and treat me, and I'm from Harlem, and I grew up here, and I'm from here. Mind you, Miss D grew up in Harlem. Baby, I promise you, you don't have shit on her. Stank. I promise you, you don't. I promise you. I promise you, if it's you or her, they're gonna choose her. I promise you. Let's start there. The girl's like, I'm from Harlem. I'm from Harlem. She like, I want my money back. And basically, everybody is just like, bro, like. So by then, Miss D is like, well, the service has already been completed, so we can take the polish off and give you your money back. Because at first, Miss D is like, no, you're not getting no money back. We don't do refunds here. We don't do refunds. Like, what are you talking about? You got a whole service complete. So at first, Miss D is like, we don't do refunds. Like, no. And the girl is going so hard that, you know, after a while of the son being like, yo, we gotta get her out of here. And then I'm over here, I'm at my desk like, yo, she got to go. I said it loud too. I was like, oh, she gotta go. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I was popping shit, okay? I was popping shit because this girl's energy was real stank. This is not right. This is not correct. It was not professional of me to be popping shit the way that I was popping shit. I'm sorry. The old me popped out, bitch. The old me popped out. And when she popped out, it's hard to pop her back in. She's not gonna pop back in until she's done. And she was out, baby. She said, roar, okay? And I said, yes, let's go, okay? So, I'm popping shit. And the girl is just like, you know, she just doing the most, but nobody is budging because we like, yo, you not finna sit here. Flower gonna get paid for her motherfucking work, bitch. If it's the last thing we motherfucking do, Flower getting paid. I don't know what the fuck you thought this was, but she getting paid. And the girl Stank was in there with her sister. The sister had got a service done too, and you could tell the sister was embarrassed. The sister was so sweet, so nice, the complete opposite of her stank ass sister Stank. Okay, so Stank going off. Basically the conclusion was we finally all got Stank to agree to go to the back to get her polish taken off, because bitch, you're not fucking leaving here without paying. Either this polish is staying or your motherfucking money is. Bitch, pick one. Something gotta stay. And either way, you got to go. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck up out of here with your nasty ass energy, boo. I hate people with stank energy for no reason, especially when people are doing nothing but being nice to you. Flower was so patient and so nice and so friendly. So this girl's energy was just really pissing me the fuck off. So anyway, long story short, but already long, that bitch got that polish taken off. Next client. This lady was my client. And this lady, I don't really remember the whole gist of this interaction, and that's why this is gonna be short. But I just remember, and the reason I say I don't remember it is because I was very adamant that day about not letting this moment affect the rest of my day and not getting stuck on it. And so I really pushed this to the back of my head because I was like, yo, this bitch tried me. This next client was this older black lady. Of course, because like I said, it be your own people every motherfucking time. Oh, older black lady comes in. She tells me she's been having a horrible day. She's irritated. It was some stuff she was irritated about. She was on the phone irritated with somebody who was irritating her even more. Her whole mood just screamed irritation, okay? So I already know when I get clients like this could go one or two ways. Either they're irritated and they understand that it has nothing to do with my black ass and they're gonna honor that. Or you have your clients, of course, anywhere. The people that like to take things out on everybody around them. I hate people like that. Like to take everything. If they are in a mood, everybody around them has to feel it. Everybody around them has to have their day fucked up. Everybody around them has to be as salty as they are. And she was one of the latter. I do not like people like that. So she comes in, and again, she's vocal about the fact she's in a bad mood and this is going on and that's going on. She's just ugh, energy nasty. This was on a different day too. This was not on the same day as the client I just told you guys about. So she's just complaining and just being pessimistic as hell, and I'm just like, oh gosh, her energy is just gross. Like, ew, I don't want to do this lady's nails. But that's not what I'm giving. I'm just giving like, oh, you know, I'm sorry to hear that, you know, well, hopefully your service here will turn it around. We're gonna take good care of you. Just being super optimistic as hell, trying to kill her with kindness. And this lady is not budging. Like, it's like throughout the service she would proceed to be very difficult in order to try to get me to the level that she was at. And you can tell when clients are trying you on purpose. You can always tell. So she comes in and, you know, she sits or whatever. I get her pedicure bowl is already set up. She puts her feet in the water, and I want to say the pedicure went relatively smooth. Like, she tried to bitch about a couple things here and there, but it was nothing memorable. And it wasn't anything that was too big of a hold up, and it was all stuff that I was still able to maneuver around and like, I'm just gonna kill you with kindness, I'm finessing it, you know? It wasn't until we got to her hands when she really started cutting the fuck up, okay? This little dusty bitch, dusty little mad, salty, irritated Irene, okay? Irritated Irene got into the motherfucking chair, and again, this was a minute ago. I cannot remember exactly what she was complaining about, but y'all, everything was an issue. Everything. The whole time she's purposely being as much of a bitch as she possibly can. She's being very difficult, very unsatisfiable, very just nasty, like just ill. And the whole time she keeps on saying, oh, Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm just so irritated. I'm just having a bad day. It's not you. It's just I'm just no. And you keep on telling me it's not me, but then you keep on proceeding to take it out on my black ass. So which one is it? Because you're being a fucking rude ass, nasty, fucking irritated ass bitch. You're trying to get me as irritated as you, and I can tell you are. Like, literally, I wish I could remember what she was actually specifically doing, but she was doing hella shit to just try to piss me off. And I could tell because every time she would do something, she would kind of wait and see if I was gonna have a reaction. And then when I didn't, because bitch, I know how to not let these bitches get under my skin, so I'm just like, again, killing her with kindness. Every time I would not have a reaction, then it's almost like she would go into her shell and just be like, oh, what can I do next? And then she would pop out 30 seconds with some other shit. I'm just like, girl, I believe in respecting my elders, but I'm finna goddamn, bitch, I'm finna whoop your ass. Like, I'm not. I'm playing when I say these things, you guys. I don't want y'all to think I'm violent. But she was just being so just, oh gosh. Oh my God. I just remembered just in my head just being like, yo, I just cannot wait to get her out of my chair. Her energy is nasty. I'm not showing her this. Like, I'm not letting her see I'm irritated, because once you let them see you're irritated, they've won, and that's what she wanted so desperately. So as far as she knows, I'm chilling. I'm not really bothered by the fact that she's bothered by the fact that she can't bother me because she's bothered. So I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing. But in my head, I'm just like, yo, her energy is so nasty. I cannot wait to get her out of my chair. I just pray that whatever is bringing these nasty energy people, because I want to say her and Stank happened in the same week. They were not the same day, but I want to say they might have been in the same week. I was just like, I don't know what it is about this week. Please stop letting these nasty energy people keep crossing this threshold. Y'all, we got saged in the shop after that. After that week, we got saged in the shop. In my last shop, after them, honestly, after them crazy client stories I told y'all in the last nail tech video, we got saged in that shop as well. And this shop anyway, is just, the energy is normally so good because the lady I work with is very, like, she's a very spiritual person. So she'll have like she'll have her Bible on the front. Like, when you come in, the front, like, the receptionist area has a Bible sitting on it, and it's always turned to whatever page like spoke to her that day. You know, like, a lot of times she'll have gospel music playing, but she's not like one of those, like, she doesn't try to force it on you. Like, if you come in and you're like, hey, you know, like, maybe gospel isn't your thing, maybe you don't feel like listening to gospel all day, because I have my days too where I'm just like, I can't listen to gospel all day, you know. But she's not one of those people like, oh, we're gonna listen to this because this is the Lord's song and this is the Lord's music. She's not like that. So, you know, people, if people want to change the channel, she's very like, okay, you know, we can change as long as there's no cussing. But she's not like pushy with religion, if that makes sense, you know. She believes in what she believes, she practices, but she's not pushy on other people. But I do feel like what she does keeps the energy in the shop very refreshed and nice and just lightweight. And I feel like because she's so big on protecting the energy of the shop and protecting her energy, she keeps a lot of the negative energy out. Like, and we really do not have a lot of clients that come in there and act a fucking fool. But when this happened, she still had the Bible has always been a thing, the gospel has always been a thing, but I think when this specific thing happened, we didn't have sage in there. But yeah, this lady was just nasty and just so, ugh, she was just so stank and irritable, and just, I was like, bitch, if you can get the fuck, like, you want somebody to be mad with you so bad because you're irritated about some external shit that has nothing to do with us. Ugh, miserable. Like, oh my gosh, I really wish I could remember the details more than that, but that's all I really remember. So yeah, that was the second one. But all in all, again, we don't really get a lot of nasty clients. Those were the two nasty clients that we did get. They were just, ooh, trash, gross, ew, ick. Fix your energy, fix whatever's going on in your life outside of the shop. I'm gonna pray for you, boo. I hope it works out, okay? So that you don't be walking around with this just nasty aura that you have, okay? So anyway, you guys, those are my stories. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure you watch part 1 for nail tech pet peeves. Please make sure you watch all my other videos, especially if you like my nail tech videos. Leave a comment down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications. All my socials are below again, and I am out.
No.